little bit early to try to get the show up here before noon because it does take a long time out here in the woods for it to upload. And today I am definitely grateful to have functioning hands, a brain that works, my own mind, my own free will to use as I wish. And speaking of having my own free will to use as I wish, being able to bring you this program, always super thankful to Spreaker Studio and Spreaker Podcast. Again, the best podcasting network on the planet Earth. And if you're looking to start your own Robcast or your own podcast, then I would definitely encourage you to look into Spreaker Studio and follow Rob Greenlee on Twitter. Nothing but really good advice. If you're trying to get going, I'll help you any way I can. And if you would like to correspond with the show, it's as easy as sending us an email to radiorobcast@gmail.com, radiorobcast@gmail.com, radiorobcast@gmail.com. That's where you can vent about your day. You can tell a joke. You can whatevs. If you'd like to be on the show, you're welcome to come in or call in recorded interviews. We do them all the time for other Robcast radio programming. However, if you listen to just the regular Robcast, bam! I had a badass interview with Chris Ryder, who happens to be operations manager for the Bank of Oklahoma Center and Cain's Ballroom in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Fucking two badass venues. And we're talking about Eric Church and the Red Hot Chili Peppers and who else? Ariana Grande. And we're having some really good conversation about all of these things and crazy shit. And the guy like breaks up with his girlfriend and everything, walking down the street, and I'll call you when I get home. And then whenever I go to upload it, I play back the recording, and it's only him. It's just Chris. It's no zombie at all on there, and I have no idea how that happened because it was all through a recorder through my headset, and if he could hear me, it was recording. So it didn't pick up my voice. It didn't pick up anything that I said. However, he heard what I said because we kept the conversation going. So that was kind of crazy. Every once in a while, we do run into a technical glitch, or a technical glitch, or a big titular glitch. Got some big titties in your face, then you hit a glitch where you just got to get off the air and handle your own business and do the motorboating. Quick motorboat, back on the air. That's right. Never hurts. So yeah, check out other Robcast radio programming as well as the other good stuff at Spreaker Podcast. I'm not trying to just be a commercial for Spreaker. But I've been through a few other networks, guys, that would drop shows regularly and stuff like that. And I'm not going to say any names. I'm not going to badmouth them because I was blessed to have the time on the air that I could with them. You know what I mean? And again, our promise to you and to our listeners is to continually advance. Just as what we want from you, to continually advance, to move forward, to live your life, to fill your place in society, to make the most out of yourself. That's the best thing that you can do for yourself, for the people around you, and basically the whole world. Live for your mind, your body, and your spirit. And it's like a balloon, guys. It's equal. You got to keep it equal. Mind, body, and spirit each take up a third of that balloon. So if you squeeze the center of the balloon, that's your mind, then it bulges out on your body and your spirit. You know what I'm saying? So if you nurture one too much, it neglects the others. And if you luck out, you may find something like mixed martial arts. Shout out Rough House Fitness in beautiful Brazoria, Texas, if you'd like to get your core training on, or if you would like to get your mixed martial arts training on, I would encourage you to go to Rough House Fitness. Check out Rough House Fitness off 521 in beautiful Brazoria, Texas. You can't go wrong, because guys, if you have anxiety, depression, all these kinds of troubles that run around in your brain and make you insane, sometimes a 20-minute workout, walk your dog, get on the treadmill, the elliptical machine, hit some free weights, whatever it takes to change that thing in your mind to where you don't want to work out to where you do want to work out. Because once you start getting these free endorphins released into your body and you start to feel good on your own, depression leads to drug abuse, alcoholism, and all of those kind of things. And I can tell you that in not a really good time and place in my life, it's the best time to start working out. Once you hit that first little strive, for me it was just doing some push-ups and doing some squats. Once a body in motion stays in motion, guys. I'm on my feet all day, man. I've been working hard. I'm tired. My back hurts. Sometimes a workout definitely is going to make you feel better. It doesn't make sense, but that's a fact. Release those endorphins that you get from alcohol and drugs and all that stuff. Why not? It's free. It's just you setting your body in motion, and it makes you feel better. It puts you in a better mood. It helps you to deal with situations and circumstances with a clear, free mind. Alright guys, look, that's about all the time that we've got for today. I'll make sure that there are no other big brain busters before we get off the air. I do appreciate you guys for tuning in and listening to crazy go-kart story. If that thing would have gone on its side, I would have gone out of it and it would have rolled over me on the pavement. That would have not have been a good day. It did not have on a helmet, which reminds me, my dumb ass, I've only got about 8 helmets or more, maybe 12. Why I do not always put one on whenever I ride a mini bike, dirt bike, four-wheeler. I used to all the time. Why I didn't do that yesterday, I do not know. So, note to self, govern the go-kart. Note to self number 2, wear a helmet. Note to self number 3, make sure the kids have helmets, or try to incorporate that into their riding regimen. So I have seen them all riding four-wheelers, creeping around with no helmets on. That's all a whole nother show. Because I have bikers that talk shit to me for wearing a helmet. One in particular. And I'll just talk shit back to them for not wearing it. I'll talk 10 times as much shit for people not wearing a helmet, just because the simple fact with the helmet crap is this, and this is not bragging or anything like that. You have to understand from a perspective of being an engineer of motorcycles. And when I say an engineer of motorcycles, I do not mean someone that helped your brother put an FMF pipe on this dirt bike to make it faster. I'm talking about someone that takes things apart and re-engineers them just fucking for fun, okay? I'm talking about someone who, again, not to brag, look at the number of motorcycles that you've seen in your life, okay? You got that added up in your brain? How many motorcycles have you seen in your life? That's how many motorcycles I've owned in my life. How many motorcycles you will see in your entire life? That's how many motorcycles I've put my hands on, built, maintained, or had a hand in re-engineering. So that kind of gives you a perspective as to why I've been to auctions, and I've bought several. I've bought not dozen. The most I've probably bought 6 or 7 motorcycles at a time that have all been wrecked and crashed, and they have still got a couple of little pieces of bone and blood and brains, maybe. Panels that have death and the date written on them. And, it makes you think. It makes you wonder what could we have all done as a society to help prevent some of these minor accidents on motorcycles or four-wheelers or all-terrain vehicles or any of these things. How could we have prevented these things from turning it from a fatality into someone just getting hurt? And that's why I always encourage people to wear as much protective gear as you're comfortable wearing without it obstructing your riding, your operation of the vehicle. And the way all that stuff fits nowadays, you can't even tell you've got it on. Once it's all on, you feel like, not like you feel like Iron Man, but you do feel definitely a whole hell of a lot safer. You hear me? I'm saying. So I guess we covered a little bit of wild riding, a little bit of wear your helmet, guys. You know, I love everybody the same, man. I want everyone to have the same opportunity on this great planet Earth. And if you think your situation's fucked up, you think you might have, I feel poor. You know what I mean? I live in a mobile home. My studio here is a 25-foot travel trailer that has actually turned out to be a really badass studio. You know what I'm saying? We just light this place up, fire this place up. What do you call it? Just turn it on, turn this place on. We come out here and we do our thing like a chicken wing hanging on a string. But the point is, sometimes I feel poor. I've got a badass motorcycle that I own. Blessed. I've got things to occupy my time. I've got a nice studio. You know what I mean? And then you see things like, people that are refugees from Syria, and you look at what their house was, and it's a big hole in the earth. It's concrete walls that are collapsed. And these people are living in tents. And I don't even think they have porta potties, man. So we really, as Americans, need to count our blessings, guys. We're blessed to be alive. We're here on this planet Earth, to at least correspond with other human beings by some way other than sending a text. Or just, Facebooking. Facebooking, man, that's people are tormented with Facebook like it's a relationship that they have with a person. And I can dig it. Whenever I first got this phone, I left the app off because it can be a little bit depressing if you, if you're a Facebooker. I don't know. I'll try not to let that really get to me as far as the only thing that whenever I'm cut off from the world electronically, the one thing that I want to do is be able to record this show and to upload it. That's it. Look up stuff for the show, which I really don't do. I look up things in my own brain, give you guys some real experiences that are going on in my life. And maybe someday my grandkids will look back and they'll listen to this show and they'll say, damn, Gramps was kind of a crazy old fucker, wasn't he? What it is that we're all trying to find our place in this world and in this life. But the main thing is to not have to look over your shoulder, to feel your place in society. Feel your place in society. The feeling that you give from giving someone that they need, more than something that you want, but something that someone else really needs, is way, way, way better than the feeling that you have for having that material object. And that's a fact. So, with that being said, we're going to leave it with you little maniacs for the day. I really, really, really appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm Zombie, and guess what? I'm out of here. Peace.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, little maniacs across the world, thank you once again for tuning in to Robcast Radio AM, coming at you live, uncut and unbraided from the Spreaker Podcast and Robcast Radio. I'm Zombie. I'm out of here for the day, guys. Y'all have a badass day and even better evening. Peace.